Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and let's get straight into the charts. This right here is the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, and we still have this parabolic stop and reverse indicator sitting in the red, and also the 12-hour Bitcoin MACD is currently heading in the bearish direction. And if you're looking in the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, yes, we are pulling back a little bit, but this short-term cool-off in the 12-hour Bitcoin RSI was the most likely scenario that I was discussing over the past 5 days or so, because about 5 days ago, we were sitting in overbought territories if you're looking in the 12-hour Bitcoin RSI, so we were very much due to see a short-term cool-off. But as of right now, at the time of recording this video, the Bitcoin price has still not seen a daily candle close below 45k, which is a very important level of support. And technically speaking, while the Bitcoin price is above 45,000, then this price target up towards around 58,000 is still active on the chart. And by the way, this is the price target for the breakout out of this ascending triangle pattern. And it is also great to see this short-term cool-off have an effect on the daily Bitcoin RSI as well. So just a quick summary of the shorter term price action here. We have two bearish signals, technically speaking, and then we have the pullback in the RSI, which is actually good for the overall bullish trend because that gives us more room to the upside later on. And while the Bitcoin price is above 45k, technically speaking, that is a bullish signal. So because we have a couple bullish signals and a couple bearish signals, when you're talking about the immediate short term, as in the day-to-day Bitcoin price action, to be honest, personally, I am more neutral above anything else. And interestingly enough, if you're looking at the Bitcoin Fear Ingredient Index, this is pretty much exactly what this Bitcoin Fear Ingredient Index says we are. So because of that, one of the most likely scenarios in the shorter term is simply some more sideways consolidation here. But once again, that 45k level is very important because if we break below it with, let's just say, a daily candle close, then we will be looking more bearish in the shorter term than neutral. So definitely keep your eyes on that 45k level. And speaking of important levels to pay attention to, of course, looking at our levels of resistance here in our Fibonacci retracement tool. And by the way, I have this tool set on the logarithmic scale, which places the 50% level at just underneath 48,000 as our immediate point of resistance. And then above that, we still, of course, have the golden pocket at around 52,000 to 53,000. And just giving you a quick update on the percentage of Bitcoin short positions on the Binance exchange and the Bybit exchange. And what we've seen only just recently over the past couple of days is a slight decrease in short positions on these two exchanges. So as of right now, the percentage of Bitcoin short positions over on Binance is at a somewhat neutral value, historically speaking. But with that being said, if you're looking at the percentage of Bitcoin short positions on the Bybit exchange, we are still sitting really close to record high levels. And according to years worth of Bitcoin's history, anytime we see a lot of short in the market and then the shorts begin closing, technically speaking, that is a bullish signal for Bitcoin. But then on the flip side, after we have already seen a lot of short positions close and we're towards these record low levels, then that is more of a bearish signal for Bitcoin according to Bitcoin's history. So basically, if you're looking at the percentage of Bitcoin short positions on these two major exchanges relative to long positions, right now, this is technically looking more bullish than bearish, but I want to make it clear that this is talking about the larger timeframes, so these larger moves in the market, not the day-to-day price action. And just giving you a quick update on the Bitcoin order books across these exchanges. And at the moment, we're still seeing a decent amount of sell orders coming into play at around 48,000, well, just below 48k. And we do also have a bunch of sell orders coming in at around 50,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. And if you're looking in the buy orders, there are a lot of buy orders stacked up just underneath 44,000, which should technically be acting as a lot of support for the Bitcoin price below 44,000 if we even end up going to those prices. And over on the 3-day Bitcoin chart, nothing much has happened over the past couple of days. Basically, we're still seeing this bullish reversal in the RSI and the MACD, but the 3-day Bitcoin RSI is still running into this very important line of resistance, so keep that in mind. But over here on the weekly Bitcoin chart, we are still seeing this bullish cross in the weekly Bitcoin MACD, but keep in mind, we really need to see at least a weekly candle close to confirm that bullish cross in place, and the next weekly candle close is in a little over 1 day from now. But while we're looking at the weekly time frame, something else to mention is the 20-week simple moving average, which we have already seen one weekly candle close back above that moving average, and right now it's coming into play at approximately 44,000. So this is also another reason why it is very important Bitcoin remains above around 45k to 44k, because if you simply go back and look at Bitcoin's history, pretty much every single time where we've broken above this moving average, that has resulted in a lot more bullish price action for Bitcoin. Now, just like pretty much all indicators, sometimes we can see some false signals like what we saw at the beginning of 2020, but even with that breakout that we saw at the beginning of 2020, if you bought Bitcoin at the breakout and sold at the breakdown, you would have basically broken even. happen. So even though that was a false signal, it wasn't actually that bad. And obviously, if you bought at all of these other breakouts in the 20-week SMA and sold at the breakdown, you would have done very well, historically speaking. So this week's weekly candle close will be very important to pay attention to because of these two important indicators. And if you want to get extra Bitcoin content throughout the day, make sure you follow me over on my Twitter, and the link to my Twitter is in the description down below and also in the pinned comment. But anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed this, please make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And before you click off, if you want to make more money in crypto, whether or not prices are going up, down, or sideways, then these two videos popping up right here on your screen are definitely made for you. But anyway, that is it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.